I made a statement in my ministry, at least the one I'm ministering for contract for maybe a few years. Then the Lord takes me, wherever he will take me to the glory of God. Now listen to me. I made a statement in that context. It brought a lot of repercussions. I told people, if you are married and you have a wife, that's why I've made it wife. You have a wife and the wife goes to church and the husband doesn't. And it comes to tithing. And the pastor begins to tell the wife, you should tithe. As a point of separating marriage, you are a fool. My advice, you should not tithe until your husband believes in it. This line that people are taking round, you are destroying families at the expense of keeping a ministry. Yet family is first ministry to God before a building. If your husband is your Lord, your pastor is not your Lord. So those of you that come and kneel in front of your pastor, and then in the night you tell your husband, go get food in the kitchen, you are a fool. Stop lying. You're a hypocrite. You talk very calmly to your pastor, Daddy, I love you. Then the same you in the night, you are talking bad to your husband. Talking bad to your husband. Your husband is your Lord. No matter how updated you are. That's what made Sarah a great woman. Because she knew how to refer to her husband. And to the man that uses your strength to beat your woman, we should beat you. Another fool. It is a biblical term. A fool says in his heart, it is biblical to use it. Every time you are beating your wife, why don't you look for people your size? Any man that beats his wife should be beaten. When I always tell people in my church, I have many people, I tell them, when we know you, there is a room we have created in our church. We will hold you there with 6 nyaunyos. Then we'll pray after we have done our part. We will deal with the outward, then leave Jesus to deal with the inward. Yes. So when you come out, you will feel complete. Every time looking down on women. Your wife cannot become anything great because you have fear that she will leave you. When you met her, did she become better? Did her sisters, her brothers, did her family become better when they met you? That's a sign that you are anointed. But the day they met you, if you notice your wife became worse, take her back to her father. Stop torturing her. This is a problem of balance in this generation. Your husband can come and tell you don't tithe. What you're supposed to do, you're supposed to go to God. Can I ask you a question? Abraham was told to sacrifice Isaac. True? Answer me. As you go home, did Abraham sacrifice Isaac? Did he? I've heard someone say yes. You are the one that killed him. You are the one that sacrificed him. The one we read, our Bible tells us no. No, he didn't sacrifice. But I want to ask you a question. What did God judge? A character that had the right motive. When he was about to, God, he says, Abraham, stop. It means you can come and say, Lord, you know I want to tithe. But you are the one that made my husband Lord. I can't go against you. And I can't go against my husband. So my husband is the one that is Lord over my house. For wisdom's sake, Jehovah, please consider me as a tither. That wisdom may reign in my home. Jehovah will judge the motive. He will bless you among the tithers. The blessing, because you have already, your motive is right. But no matter how much fat offering you bring and you are Cain, it is not acceptable. The anointed leader.